NBA Youngboy, maybe.
Yeah.
So NBA Youngboy did an interview with Cosmic Kev. It's been going pretty viral lately. He said fatherhood, what he said, is not important to him.
Not for him.
It's not for him. Yeah.
It's really for him.
That nigga said, "Hey man, the only reason I'm even out here right now kicking it with y'all is because y'all here. But other than that, I would be in my room. I would be in my room, which is fucking crazy. So
yeah, because he has 11 children. I just think that is so messed up because so many young men look up to him.
that's what I was.
That's
telling
on them.
That's what I was telling my
idiots.
students. I was like, yo man, even if
My God,
they was
so
trying
crazy.
to K for him. They was trying to K for him. They was like, he didn't mean it like that and all this shit. I'm like, yo.
What did he?
I'm like,
how
nigga,
did
you're a
he mean
role
it?
model.
Well, you 11 kids too deep to say some shit like this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you stop after the first or second
Maybe
one.
before your first child was gonna be born, you could have said something like that. But
Well, maybe he didn't know.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe he
It
just
took
over
him
the
like
shit.
it took him a kid or two to realize, you know what, this shit ain't for me, dog.
Yeah, maybe he over it. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like
11 of them, I'd be over it too.
over it and needing to be a father are two different things. I mean, like you could be a father or not a good one. You know, you can still be a motherfucking father, but you're I don't want to say your feelings don't matter after a certain point, but you got a responsibility.
do you have to be into fatherhood to be a good father though? Right? Do you have to be into, like, what if you're not the dad that goes to the games? You don't have to be like, what if you're the dad that just provides, but you're not the dad that's into fatherhood? You know what I
That's
mean?
not a
think-
good father necessarily.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think a lot of us
It's-
was raised by good fathers. Fathers that wasn't necessarily into fatherhood. Cause like, this is my point. The nigga said what a lot of niggas do
And feel. Yeah.
and feel, right? But he said it. So I
Yeah.
kind of got to look at it because there's niggas out here that's not taking care of their kids. And they want to act like they the best fathers in the world and they not.
They're not into it and they're not doing nothing about it.
You know what I'm saying? And they won't even be honest about
And
it.
then to the point you were about to say, us on the receiving end, you know, it's like if my dad was in my life, you know, I feel like he a good dad. You know,
right.
it don't matter how he felt and whether he didn't like it. However, I do think that he should consider that. Like his kids are gonna see that at some point, and I'm be like, damn, what does that mean? Like, how do you feel about me?
Would you say your dad was into fatherhood because he was in your life though? Does that make him into fatherhood though? Like, did he go the extra mile, or was he just there and did, like, not talking bad? I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, no,
I don't feel like
the
my dad was
question-
all the way into fatherhood, but he was there and he provided, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you talking to me or her?
I mean, I was just saying my experience.
Question.
I'm asking
He's
the question.
talking to fucking you, Terry, because we're on a podcast right now.
Well, I ain't know. I thought you was about to response. Well, so with fatherhood, like I look at it like in the movies type shit. Cause like my dad wasn't around me growing up. Like I knew my dad, but he wasn't like in my life for real. Whether that's on him or my parents from keeping him away from me type shit, whatever. In the movies, like you always see like these motherfuckers, these big nice ass houses and shit, and this motherfucker dad working hard as fuck, not like hella shit, and like, oh, he's not gonna be able to make it to your game type shit. Like does that make him a bad dad? You know?
Right.
But it's some motherfuckers that like that don't give a fuck about their kids and still provide for them. Like, would I say Future's a good dad? Probably not. Don't know the guy. Don't know him. Don't know shit about his kids. But is he a good dad? Probably not. I wouldn't think so. I feel like he don't even know which kid is kid. Which kid is one. You know what their names is and shit like that.
But are you saying? But he still probably provides for those kids.
He
right?
definitely provide for them. He ain't got no fucking choice. He's court ordered to provide for them.
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying.
But I think
And I see support dads do some shit like fucking what's that fucking movie? Will Smith, Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
Can't you tell me that nigga would think it was a bad dad? He could provide type shit.
He's a good dad though.
Great fucking dad.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good spin on it. Like, it's just not providing. Sometimes, you know.
You could be in your motherfucking people life and raise them and shit. Like a lot of it's been a lot of fucking rich dad, poor dad type shit. Like, you know, like, and that shit turned out to work out for them in the end. Like Magic Johnson, that nigga was like they wasn't really poor type
And
shit.
you know,
he had like 11 kids. So you can't be that poor if you got 11 kids. Can't you?
I had to look
gotta
up.
He was a garbage man, so he had a pretty decent
You
job.
gotta be doing something though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I have to look up exactly what fatherhood is. Like, what
You're supposed to raise your child. What do you mean? Raise them, rear them, teach them shit.
But Reezy's asking, is it just that? Is it just being present, or
Yeah, I don't think just providing and just being. I don't think that's being into fatherhood, right?
Yeah, so it's basically saying nurturing what's best for your children. So That could be a variety of things. It isn't just. But I do ultimately think that it's not.
I think it's investing in your children.
It isn't just providing. That's
No,
It's
how
not.
I think
It's definitely not just providing.
I think
Hell
it's
no.
investing in your children, and that's
So-
more than just provide. I think it's in like investing your time.
Yeah.
time, effort,
Yeah.
whatever the case
Rub
may
off
be.
some of these personality traits. Teach me some shit.
Whatever
You know.
it can to make them a better person, because ultimately they're going to be a reflection of you. They're going to be here longer than you, or
Your legacy.
potentially. Yeah, it's a legacy you leaving behind. So if he's saying he ain't into it, and he got 11 people out here potentially that are the spawn of him.
My question is, does he have enough money to not be into it and that not be a problem? You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem. Period.
Yeah, money.
Because like all they're gonna have is fucking his music videos and like the idea of seeing him every couple of days and shit, like to see what type of fucking nigga they should be. And his music videos are no way to be. You should not want to be like
in
that.
that way of examples. I see what you're saying.
Exactly. And motherfucking like, say for instance, like fences type shit. Remember that niggas when Denzel said, you didn't fucking like when folks was like, do you like me? Nigga, do I like you? Don't ask me, do I fucking like you? Do I pay for your shit? Do you have a roof to fucking sleep under? You got food to eat and shit? That's if I like you. I don't have to like you. You my responsibility type shit.
I've been standing here for 36 years and I've been right here with you. I'm sorry, you gotta say that every time I hear fences. I got it every time.
Because a lot of motherfuckers, like a lot of these successful people in life, like they only look for their father's validation, and they still never get it. Type shit. Like that's what I be saying. Like these rich white men, I'm like, what the fuck? Like these.
Why are you so upset? Because you want this one thing that's like unattainable.
Daddy doesn't love me. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Provided for him, but doesn't fucking love him.
Right.
Always just constantly disappointed. Type shit. So like, yeah,
you
fatherhood.
had some good points today. You had some good points.
Oh
today.
man, you know.
Fatherhood is more than just, I don't know, I guess being present and providing money. you gotta be into it. You gotta care. You gotta ask me, what my goals and aspirations are, where I'm headed, and low key kind of help me get there.
Kind of help you get there, right? Right? Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's
Teach me what to expect from a man.
I think it's kind of crazy.
Teach me how to be a man.
I think that's kind of crazy for him to say that, but at the same time, I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, exactly. Not surprised.
To say it, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of him.
Never liked him.
Why not though?
Because he's the fucking ratchet girl.
He's what's wrong with our community, and
But you do see it from the men's side, huh?
What you mean?
Because it's a lot like Stacey Red. I would say that she's an NBA Youngboy of women.
Really?
Less talented, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say when I said but that no, there's no but. There's no but. I think that the role is reversed if that's how you see things. If you see Sexy Red as the NBA Youngboy for females, that's kind of crazy. But
I mean,
I think they're equivalent.
they're equivalent.
That's what he's saying. He's saying that one's the opposite. Basically, the only difference is that one's
got a dick,
got females looking up to him, one's got men looking up to him. You know.
Why wouldn't they be close in equivalency though? Why wouldn't they be kind of close to equivalent?
Oh, I guess I just didn't look at it that way. That's what he was saying. Like, you get it now.
She got some pretty crazy stuff. We could look at Kim K the same way.
That bitch ain't no much better.
Ain't
much better.
We could look at her the same exact way.
Didn't you have a subject on here about that?